Hello, wonderful attendees. I'm your host, Dalvinder Kaur from lovely Professional University. Get ready to dive into today's topic, that is Kickstart Your Legal Career, Discover the Benefits of LPU's School of Law. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day. Dr. Shobha Gulati, Professor and Moot Court Coordinator, School of Law, Lovely Professional University, with expertise in commercial law and a growing interest in criminal laws also. She delivered guest lectures at Punjab Police Academy and published 50 works, including articles, book chapters, and authored one book. So now I would like to introduce Mr. Arpit Tyagi, student of fifth year and president of Moot Court Society, Lovely Professional University. He holds certifications in intellectual property rights, environmental and central state relations. He has interned at the District Court, Chandigarh, and High Courts in New Delhi and Chandigarh. So now I would like to introduce admission nominee also in this webinar, Mr. Jitendra Kumar Dikshit, Assistant Director and Head of the Department of Tie-Ups at Lovely Professional University. With 17 years of a diverse industry experience, Mr. Dikshit has a distinguished career in wealth management, call center, and education marketing. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any questions. You can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. And now I hand over the thanks to Dr. Shobha Gulati and Mr. Arpit Tyagi, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from them. Over to you both.
Good evening, everyone. So let me take you through the journey of School of Law, Lovely Professional University. And to start with, let me tell you that the School of Law was established in the year 2014. So it is almost a decade that we have been into this School of Law, Lovely Professional University. And the great thing is that though it is just a decade old, still we have been able to occupy a position of eminence for ourselves. And happy to share that School of Law ranks 16th amongst all government and private institutions in India as per the NIRF ranking. We here at School of Law, Lovely Professional University are basically offering 5 different courses. First is the BLLB course, integrated 5-year course, BBLLB, integrated 5-year course, then 3-year LLB degree, LLM program, and then also the PhD in law. Talking about the specialization, so you will see that our USP is that we do not force students to get into this integrated course only. Further, we have specializations also. So it is totally upon the students to choose among these 5 basic specializations, which are corporate law, intellectual property rights. Then we also have with us the criminal law, international law, and constitutional law. So it is upon the students to choose amongst any 5 of these specializations which we offer here at LPU. If I talk about the USPs of School of Law, let me tell you, there are 4 or 5 USPs which I would like to highlight. First is the legal aid clinic, which is there, in which we regularly organize legal aid camps in different villages. Along with DALSA, we get attached with DALSA and offer different kind of services to the people who are needy, who are downtrodden, who need some kind of help or legal opinion, and who are not able to approach the courts by themselves. So we are at their disposal, ready to help them out with our legal aid camps, which is a regular exercise which is being done at School of Law, Lovely Professional University, which gives an all-round exposure to the students, number 1. Second is that the students get attached with the people who are needy, and they try to understand what all problems are being encountered at the grassroots levels in our country. So which gives them, you could say, an edge when they actually get into practice in the actual real law courts. So that is a good practice which is consistently happening at Lovely Professional University. Second is the kind of library that we have at LPU. It has more than 30,000 books, different journals, and we also provide with Supreme Court cases access to our students. We have taken Manupatra access, which are given to the students through our library. Then is the unique thing, which is the computer lab, which has all kind of infrastructure and which can easily accommodate approximately 80 students at a time, which is the maximum batch which we keep for our students. So that is another great thing. The reading hall in the library is vast enough where the students can actually read and go through the law digest, to the criminal law digest, and other kind of journals, latest updates, and which makes their task easy to research and then to come up with good, you could say, solutions to the problems which are going on in the society. Then another good thing which I would like, in fact, Arpit being the president of Moot Court Society, I would hand over to him. So the best part over here at School of Law is our mooting culture which we have. See, for any lawyer to succeed in the profession of law, one thing which is required is that you should be vocal enough to express your thoughts in an explicit, clear manner, which is conveyable to the judges, to the courts, to the clients. So for that, we have a very deep, intricate mooting culture at School of Law. And I, being the moot court coordinator, have always tried to, you can say, indulge the maximum number of students which which is going to prepare them for the future, to go into courts, to go into practice, to become good judges, or whatever field they occupy in this legal profession, being in the bar or on the bench or being into corporates. So this very mooting culture is giving them the power to speak, the power of expression, to express themselves, to research on important points or the legal issues which are there in that particular case, and to contest their case in front of the court. The pleadings are there by both the parties, and then when they win and come back home, when they are participating, this culture we have in-house at the School of Law also, and it is a regular habit which we do, that we keep on sending our students for competitions outside as well. So when the students win in these competitions, bring trophies back home in the form of winning the competition, or maybe the runner-up, or the best researcher award, best memorial award. So when they have won a competition which is of a moot court, they gain that confidence, they instill that confidence within themselves, that tomorrow when we are going to go to the actual law courts, we will be able to fight and contest our cases well. And LPU is very, you could see in most of the NLUs also, or other institutions, maybe government or central universities also, you will not find that they have very good infrastructure for this. But at School of Law, it is our USP, and let me tell you this, that we have 3 moot court rooms, wherein if we want to indulge different classes also into this moot court practice, so we do not have dearth of infrastructure. Simultaneously, many a times you will find at School of Law LPU that 3 courtrooms are functional in one go. So we have this kind of a culture over here. Now, I would like Arpit, who is the president of Moot Court Society, to brief us that how and what role. Arpit, I'll be asking you 2-3 questions, so I want you to be crisp enough in terms of answering the questions. So first question to you, so that our audience can also see, the people who are participating in the webinar come to know that what is the role that you as a president are playing, or the other office bearers play in this moot court society.
Good evening to one and all, first of all present here, and thank you so much, Shobha ma'am, for this wonderful introduction. And now to answer your question, I believe that the role of the office bearers, or the office holders of the society, of any society, not just a moot court society, is of 2 to 3 nature, of 3-tier structure. One of the role is to obviously manage everything, to look upon, to directly direct, and to be directly heading everything, to be in charge of everything. Second is to be in touch with everyone, in communication with everyone, so that you know the grassroots level problem and the grassroots level update of everything. Whenever there is a team which is going to participate in an outside moot court competition, or whenever a team is already out for a competition, or whenever you are organizing some sort of workshops, specialized training sessions, or any sort of national level of competition, it is your duty to be in touch of all kinds of important intricacies which goes into a competition. And third, and the foremost, I believe, if not the least, is the redressal forum, which office bearer holds, because any student of or any member outside the community or inside the community faces any kind of problem, they directly come to the office bearers, because we have given the liberty to everyone to directly approach us, rather than we although we promote hierarchy in the society and we ask everyone to come through the level of office bearers. We have 5 office bearers starting from the top, the president, the vice president, general secretary, and the treasurer. So we ask everyone to follow the hierarchy, but sometimes the problems are of so grievous or so emergent, urgent nature that the student cannot follow the hierarchy and it will be get delayed. So we have given the opportunity or the liberty to the students to directly come to the president or the vice president for any kind of problems, and we try our level best to sort it out first of all on our own basis, and if then it not gets solved, then we go to the higher authorities ourselves.
All right, Arpit, if you could brief our audience about this, that when you play a role as a president, are you at times given the opportunity to be a judge for the students, and how do you run the society?
Yes, ma'am. The very
That how you are able to send the teams, what all powers have been given to you, and how those powers which have been given to you are empowering you personally.
Yes, ma'am. The very best, or I believe, amazing thing as holding the position of president of the Moot Court Society is we have been, or specifically talking about myself, I have been given this power to look after directly and to adjudge the teams who are going to represent our university in any sort of competition. Even the teams who are going for different kind of oratory competition, like debating, like speech competitions, rather except apart from the mooting, they also come to us knowing that our communication skills have some sort of credibility behind them, and thus they seek us as not just the office holders but as a person who can speak and who can adjust yourself on the skills. So we are given the opportunity, I am given the opportunity to judge the students along with you and other faculty members who are going to represent our university or our school of law at different kind of levels, and we drill them, we grill them, and we take very harsh judgments, we take very harsh screening, and the students who overcome those screenings, who overcome those challenges, do bring laurels to our society.
Okay, so if I ask you, you as a president, before being appointed last year till this year, did you find any change in yourself after occupying this position? Or the same question for the others office bearers as well. Do you think some kind of polishing or other kind of changes are there in you?
Yes, ma'am, definitely. It would be so untrue if I say no to that question, because I can give it, I always speak with examples. And to speak upon this question, I would say that the very recent example, I am right now in New Delhi and I am interning in Supreme Court of India. And today only I went to Supreme Court and I was fortunate enough to witness a hearing in the Chief Justice's court. So when I was there, I was literally feeling the level of real and amazing feeling which I was having in myself, and seeing those senior advocates argument themselves. And earlier point of time when I used to intern in district court, I felt very nervous even at looking the other advocates speaking before the judges, thinking that how will I be able to speak. But today, not to boast myself, but after being president of the Moot Court Society and conducting various level of events and participating in them also, I felt a slight difference in self-confidence within myself, that yes, I have the confidence to speak before an authority, to represent myself, and most importantly, what law is basically about, to express my thought point of view to others who have the authority to address them. So yes, I felt a lot changed in myself after being the president of the society, and I can definitely say the same for all the other students who have been part of the society.
And what about, did you organize any competitions? Tell the students about the competition which you have organized, and how organizing that competitions has improved the society members or the other students. What kind of exposure did all the students, I hope you remember every student was a part of the big event gathered which happened this year. So if you could share some insight on the intra-moot court competition and the inter-moot court competition which were organized and how it was.
Honestly, for myself, ma'am, I love organizing events more than I love participating in them, because when you participate in an event, you are at the you only have a pressure upon yourself that you have to take part, but nothing else is upon you. But when you're organizing an event, you have 100 kinds of pressure upon them except for taking part in the event. So all those kind of dealings, and the most important thing that we have organized two different level of event in last 1 year. One is the intra-moot court competition, which was in the department only for the second year, and then we organized the biggest national moot court competition we have had in our history of LPU School of Law. And when 52 national teams come from all four corners of the country, and you are dealing with hundreds of students on a daily basis for at least 2 months on online basis for calls prior to the competition, then after the competition calls, and then in competition in person dealing. You're dealing with vendors, you're dealing with society members, you're dealing with outside society members, teachers, and every other person you can possibly think of. This gives you a sense of authority upon yourself, that yes, you have the power, you have the knowledge that how to communicate with people, how to negotiate with people, and how to interact with people. That self morale boost was the best feeling I've ever had in my life, because organizing an event of this level is so better and so amazing as an exposure to learn for someone.
So that is the great thing, that here at School of Law, I as a coordinator, I'm just coordinating things. I am not balance out people who are coming, how to host people, how to resolve the issues which are taking place internally within the society. So there is a whole lot of things when you organize event. When you have some wedding function at home, there are a lot of people who are angry enough or annoyed enough. Same thing happens for any academic event also which is happening. So the robust part will come when the students take care of those things themselves. So they have to take a lead, and this is what I believe in. And the entire opportunity lies upon the shoulders of the students to organize event, uh, and also to host the event, and also to finally declare the results, and everything is in the hand of students only. Okay, Arpit, if I could ask you about the other clubs, or tell us how, okay, before I move on to this, let me share this for the audience, that this national moot court competition, which happened on 21st to 23rd of March this year, which we call at Gavelled intra moot court competition, which is a series of competition which LPU releases every year in the month of somewhere in Feb or March. This time, the greatest thing was that three sitting justices, two from Bombay High Court and one from Rajasthan High Court, presided over the grand finale round, and it was also inaugurated by one of the justice of Delhi High Court, along with our Chancellor sir, who also happens to be the member of Rajya Sabha. So it was a very good, you can say, grand event at the school level of LPU, and every student, every team, 52 teams, Arpit has already told you, seven NLUs that participated in the event. Then we had teams from central universities, state universities, private colleges, and they all came to LPU, and there were 26 courtrooms which were functional at School of Law building. So you can see 26 courtrooms functional in one go, which made the event grandeur enough. So that was a very good experience, and I think it was a learning experience for each and every each and every student of School of Law. Every student starting from first year to final year, everybody had some role to play in this event, and the sense of belongingness I could see was there. Everybody rushing from here and there, the hustle and bustle which we had at the School of Law was really appreciable. And this kind of activities actually make a difference and differentiate LPU School of Law with other institutions which are there. Moving forward, Arpit, if you could share that what all internship students do at School of Law LPU.
Yes, ma'am. We have an amazing internship and placement coordinating cell, and it is a dedicated society, dedicated team which helps students find internships, and which helps also students to get their internships from where they propose upon. Sometimes students are not able to find internships, then the training and placement coordinating cell help them to find better internships as per their requirement, as per their capabilities, as per their want and desires. And sometimes students comes up with their personal internship, so they guide also them that whether and what kind of internship will be better for them, as what kind of career they will be choosing forward. Students from our university recently have gone to Russia for international conventions. Students from our university interns in top legal firms. They intern in the offices of judges of high courts and district courts. And many of students have gone into many different kinds of firms. And the internship has been an all-time high in the last 2 years, I believe, in School of Law at LPU.
Okay, and I think here lies the difference. Let me tell you to the students who are prospective students of School of Law LPU who are willing to take admission here. The 5-year students, that the integrated 5-year students, must attend 5 internships for total duration of 20 weeks during their 5-year course. So you can say that in your 5-year course, every year 1 month training will be there. 1 month internship training will be there. For the 3-year LLB students, they have to attend 3 internships, one in every year for a total duration of 12 weeks, which is again 1 month for every year. Now, when the students go for internship, after they come back, see, first of all, we give them this internship diary in which they have to take note of every day. So if I'm saying it is a 30-day internship, take out, you can take out, delete, post Sundays are there, or a Saturday whenever the court is not in session or the court is not working. It is a non-working day. Barring those days, you have to write and jot down in the diary whatever the learning for the day was, any new terminology, any case which was there, whatever you learned, any briefing which the advocate, your senior advocate gave you. So you have to prepare a note annexed day wise for every day. And once you come back from the internship, we take a viva, internship viva is there. So it is not a futile activity. So though Bar Council has mandated, what I have seen that the private colleges or the institutes or the maybe even, though I should not say this on record, but even the state universities and other private universities do not take internship so seriously. And the students are just flaunting in the name of internship. Here, no one can afford to do that. We are very, very serious regarding internships because basically it is two things, two great takeaways which are going to mark a difference in your career. One is the internships, where you have been placed, what experience you have held. So if you say 20 weeks during your 5 years, is a big, big tenure, and you have to be serious enough for the internship. One. And second is the mooting culture, which is going to give you practical exposure, both these things. So we make sure that once the students come back to the School of Law, we conduct their rigorous viva, that what they have done during this 1 month practice, so that they also know. Now this year, in fact, we have moved a step forward and we have told students that we want for every day this geotag photographs as well, so that students do not try to evade any day from the internship. So the school provides active support in arranging these internships, as Arpit has already told you, with eminent professionals in the industry. So if you want to have organize some internship on your own, that should not be in your blood relation. There are set patterns which LPU has set, and we do not compromise on those. So internships are a great activity, which is a part of School of Law. And we've seen in the recent past, like Arpit has already briefed you, we send students to intern with the Supreme Court advocates. Right now, Arpit is also going through his internship in Supreme Court. Then we have, in the past, if I share a few examples, Shri Harish Salve, our students have, who is the senior advocate, Supreme Court of India, students have interned with him. Shri Salman Khurshid is there, again, senior advocate, advocate on record, Supreme Court of India, Shri Siddharth Luthra, Shri Vinod Dhai. So we have been sending our students off late to very good, eminent, known, you could say, advocates on record. So if I could ask you, Arpit, if you could tell our students something about legal aid also.
Yes, ma'am. The Legal Aid Society is not a very old society at School of Law, but it has been here for last 3 to 4 years. But I believe in the last 2 years, it has been the most active and it has been the fastest growing society among every other society. Because I believe this society helps not just the students to learn how they can be of legal aid to someone. Because as an advocate, as a lawyer, your two initial works and your two important works are to prevail justice in the society and also help someone legally, because we say advocate is also a doctor of law. So when we say this, a person who practices law helps someone who is in need of legal help, of legal justice. through this, Legal Aid Society takes students to cases of pro bono nature, in which they do not charge any kind of fees to the people who are of requirement of to the indigenous people, and they just ask them what are their issues. Farmers who are having land issues, widows are who are having issues of beneficiary of their martyred husbands, or any kind of issues of any child separation from their parents, any issue of orphaned children, all these kind of social issues in which people sometimes are not able to afford the amounts which an advocate might require. LPU and the Legal Aid Society trains their students to take their cases and advise them legally in the matter of pro bono area. So the Legal Aid Society is the best step and is the direct connection to the society through the medium of law.
If I would add to what Arpit is saying, so yes, we provide free legal aid to villages, we organize camps, we send our students outside. Apart from this, let me tell you, in-house also within LPU, outside School of Law, there are, LPU is a big banner under which a lot of schools are there. So there are many a times some legal problems with other students also. We want to seek some help. They also come to our School of Law with their problem, and then this legal aid, free legal aid society is also helping them out with some possible solution to their problem, which is a win-win situation for the School of Law students, because it is giving them practical exposure, and also for the students of other schools who are in some trouble and are seeking free legal aid from our School of Law. So this is also a good thing which is happening here. Apart from this, School of Law also makes regular visits to courts. It can be district courts, it can be through maybe some forensic science lab, or I remember last time we took our students to Punjab Police Academy for law, and we showed them how forensic reports are being investigating, how things are working out there. And we also take our students to High Court for some seminars which they organize. So this kind of exposure in the form of, you could say, field visits and court visits are also being done. We take our students to NGOs as well. So this kind of exposure, when the students get, they actually become more empowered enough. They actually do not confine them just to maybe just to the courts. We take them to the this police, to jail authorities also, to police stations also, which is again empowering them, telling them each and every field which is open to this legal thing, so that they know how the stations are working, how police officials are, how FIR is being lodged, how jail authorities, where is the central jail, how people are being kept. So we keep on doing these activities to give ample exposure to our students for their holistic development, you could say, and through co-curricular activities, which are a regular routine of School of Law. And apart from this, we also emphasize upon a lot of sports activities. So we have a good this separate cell of sports activity which is there, and our students take part in table tennis matches, cricket matches. Right now also, when I'm speaking to, I remember my administrative office staff telling me, ma'am, I'm going for a cricket match. So this is for the students as well. So we have this sports week annually in which students participate. So this kind of holistic development is very important. So it is like not only education, apart from education, everything is important. So LPU emphasize upon overall all round development of the students. So that is a great thing. And if I just take an ending note from you, Arpit, because we are running short of time, I think we are just hardly 2 to 3 minutes left. So if you could, in a nutshell, brief up in just 1 minute last note, how LPU School of Law has changed your life and what you look forward.
Yes, ma'am. Since the time I was sure that I have to take law, I was very much sure that I will be going into an institution which provides me an overall development as a person. Because when we are in any field specifically, but when specifically talking about law, when we are in the field of law, I believe the personality speaks louder than the person ever could. And that is why, as we expressed in many terminologies, that how LPU just not focuses on academic but also on holistic development, on physical development, on mental development, and on every other aspect of a person's personality. I believe in these all kind of matters. School of Law has changed my life in terms of changing me as a person, of as changing my perception to view things, and as changing my level of of law, if not the best, is one of the best place that can ever be for a student to take admission.
Arpit, so happy to hear those words from you, that too from a student who's in the final year, and the good things shared by you. Thank you so much for this. And a last note which I would like our future students, which I want to share with our future students, is that when you come to School of Law LPU, we take care of you not only as a teacher, we will mentor you throughout. So it is not only academic problem. I understand that as I've been into this profession since last 13, 14 years. So I understand the psyche of the students. There are a lot of problems which are going back end also. So we as mentors help you get across those problems. Even if they are personal enough, we often tell our students to share their problems with us so that we could possibly provide with them with some solutions so they do not have to struggle with the emotional turmoil which goes on amongst the students many a times. So if you are at School of Law, you will feel yourself safe enough emotionally, professionally, educationally, academically, extracurricular activities, or any other manner. So here I would take a halt and hand over to the admissions department to take over.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shobha Gulati and Mr. Arpit Tyagi. So it was a wonderful interaction session. So now I would request to the admission nominee, Mr. Jitendra Kumar Dikshit, to be on the screen. Over to you, Mr. Jitendra Kumar Dikshit.
Thank you so much, Dalvinder. And like I was listening to the entire conversation, and it is really good to see that Dr. Shobha Gulati was telling that what kind of unique initiative a department is taking, and like how students are getting benefit out of that. So that's the great initiative and work done by School of Law. And the live example is the Arpit Tyagi, like who is the final year student and being a student president of various clubs. The kind of, it is not just about the like taking the unique initiatives onto the paper, but Arpit is the live example who is making like he's sitting in front of us. But when student goes via those unique process, how they can develop as a personality and they start managing the entire club. And so at School of Law, it is all about the getting apart from academic, it is about exposure also, and these exposures helps you when you finally settle down in the field of law. So, like, if let's understand from admission point of view, like students, the audience, the if you have still not taken initiated your application process with Lovely Professional University and were planning to take admission in School of Law at Lovely Professional University, so student, you really need to understand that we are at the last phase of our admission process, and very soon, like by 15th of July, we will be closing our application for the School of Law. And as far as the reporting and induction process are concerned, like 31st of July and 1st August is the reporting date for the student for their reporting and induction program. So from admission department, the message to all the students is like, if yet now you are not decided to start your application or to start your admission process with LPU, so without any delay, you need to come up with the you need to initiate your application and admission process. So I'll quickly take you through like small slides and all. So give me a moment. Let me share my screen with your. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, your screen is visible. You can continue.
Yeah, sure. So recently, Lovely Professional University got the NAC A++ ranking from the Ministry of HRD, and it's a premium ranking. As far as all necessary approvals are concerned, university is like we are having all necessary approvals available with us. Being a university, we are UGC approved. It's very important for students that whosoever university they look up to, they must look up to the they must ensure that university must have all kind of accreditations with them so that their degree should remain valid in the field of law. Moving ahead, like there is a second most important approval which is required in the field of law, well, in the education, that is Bar Council of India. So are all the programs and the School of Law is duly approved by Bar Council of India also. So your degree are duly recognized. Moving ahead, as already Dr. Shobha Gulati put light onto this, but the kind of program we are offering at School of Law are the like after +2 level, we are offering integrated BA LLB program. It's a 5 years duration program, and we are also offering BBA LLB honors program. It's again a 5 year duration program. And after graduation, we are offering LLB program. It's a 3 year duration program. After graduation, the students who graduate themselves in the field of law, who have done their graduation in the field of law, so they can join our School of Law in LLM program. It's a 1 year duration program. So being a student, before taking admission, student need to take care of the, need to check for the basic eligibility criteria. It is very important for the student before initiating their application form. They must understand that what are the eligibility they need to meet. So as far as BA LLB and BB LLB programs are concerned, we require 60% in a +2 examination with English as a compulsory subject. We also there is also an online entrance examination. The student we expect student to clear this examination. This is Lovely Professional University National Eligibility and Scholarship Test. It's an online examination. We also so in order to take admission in LPU, you must have 60% in your 12th examination with English. Plus, at the same time, you need to clear this LPNS examination as well. Plus, we also consider your performance in CLAT, and we also consider your performance in CE. As far as LLM is concerned, student need to ensure minimum 50% marks in their graduation, and plus they also need to qualify LPNS examination, and we also consider their CUT performance as well. In LLM, you student need to ensure 50% marks in LLB program. Plus, they also need to qualify LPNS examination, and we do consider their performance in CUET as well. As far as LLM is concerned, the merit is prepared on the basis of we give 70% weightage to LPNS LLM examination, which is the online examination, which I already told you, and rest 30% weightage is equally distributed based on your work experience, publication, and statement of purpose. We generally take it from student, that we just try to understand that what is the purpose behind of pursuing LLM from our university, from School of Law, and that onto a particular specialization. Now, this Lovely Professional University entrance examination which student appear, there are basic two purposes for appearing in this examination. The first is this test makes you eligible for getting admission into a particular program. And second important fact is that by doing well in these examinations, you can also earn some scholarship. That scholarship can easily reduce your fees at Lovely Professional University. And why these scholarships are important for students, because we provide these scholarships not only in first year or first semester. The whatever scholarship student earn on the basis of your performance into +2 examination or your performance into LPNist examination. So whichever is the higher scholarship will give you, your fees will be decided accordingly. So let's understand this by an example. Let's say if you are taking admission in BA LLB program, our basic fee structure is 1,20,000 per semester. Like as far as academic fees are concerned, we take fees in semester wise. So 1,20,000 per semester are the fees for those students who just meet the eligibility. That is 60% in +2 examination, and they just qualify the LPNS examination. So these kinds of students need to pay fee as a 1,20,000 per semester. But again, I said if you qualify the LPNS examination, plus also if you perform well into LPNS examination, then let's say if you are having more than 95% marks at your +2 or equivalent in LPNS examination, then we are giving you a scholarship of 25%. So student need not to pay 1,20,000 to LPU. Your fee will be reduced, and your applicable fee will be 90,000 per semester. If your 12th performance in 12th examination is between 90% to 94.99, then you will be provided with the scholarship of 20% per semester, and your applicable fees will be 96,000 per semester. And if your performance in 12th examination is between 80 to 89.99% or equivalent in LPNS examination, then you will be provided with 15% of scholarship, and applicable fees will be 1,02,000 per semester. So by this example, you can very well understand that in LPU, every student study in a different fee structure. So it basically depends upon what kind of performance you have, how academically you performed in your +2 examination, and if in a case like by some reason you are not able to secure the marks which I briefed in your 12th examination, then there is no need to worry. In this LPUNS examination, you can perform well, and you can also have a chance to earn this scholarship. So this is the important. Now moving ahead, now let's discuss some placements part, because for every student, like you want to understand that how we are doing well in terms of placements. So lovely professional university students are extremely doing well in placements. Our students like they have grabbed the packages up to 3 crore, and there are LPU students also get onto selected into Google India at the package of 64 lakh. There are numerous students, like there are 431 LPU students is selected at the packages between 10 lakh to 62.72 lakhs as well in the session 2021 and 2022. So it is not just about one or two students. At LPU, there are multiple students, as you can see. Like if we see that 770 plus students, they like this number is also increasing year by year. So they are getting the decent placement packages. We talk about these are the few more student portfolio, and these are some alumni who reached up to the package of 1 crore rupees in the industry. They are doing well into various other companies. So as far as ranking are concerned, like university also have a good ranking in world university ranking. Like you rank 23rd in the world, it is amongst like 23rd among the top of the Indian university, both into government and the private sector. Now, at LPU, it is not just about the academic folks. They are doing well, and we also provide them with the necessary infrastructure to develop their personality as a whole. Because we always believe that it is not just about the doing well in terms of academically. At the same time, if you perform also well in sports, then your personality grow as a overall. So university has all necessary infrastructure, world-class sports infrastructure available with them, where student can explore their sporting talent as well. They can pursue their any game of their choice, and they can represent the university onto the various platforms. We have the shooting range, we have the badminton courts, indoor badminton court, shooting range, we have basketball courts, then we have squash courts available with the university, and we have the Olympic size swimming pool court also available with the university. So this is the like indoor world class sports infrastructure university we are having with us, so student can avail these facilities. So at a brief, we can say that like if you have not initiated your application, or just like quickly initiate your application, because applications are closing soon. So we are closing our admission soon. The student. And the another thing, like why this 15 July date is important, because after 15 July, if we will take any application, first we'll see the availability of seats. If some seats will remain available, because our programs like in as far as the law program is concerned, we cannot take n number of students. We have a restriction from Bar Council. So that is why we need to take the limited number of students on based on the merit. So I have displayed my helpline numbers onto the screens. You can take note down of that. And you must ensure that you must inquire about your program and by calling our call center and clear your queries. So that's it from my side. So thanks for giving me the opportunity, and I wish all the best to all the students.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jitendra Kumar Dikshit, and once again, thanks to our experts. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding admissions. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you so much.